And we all know how popular the exercise yoga has become all across the world. Here in northern Michigan, some are putting a unique twist on the workout. It involves a little bit of water. 7 to 4's Melissa Smith joins us live from Clinch Park Beach in Traverse City this morning for a little paddleboard yoga. Good morning, Melissa.
Hey, Brody, good morning. We're actually at West End Beach in Traverse City, just about a mile down the road from Clinch Park. But just like you were saying, yoga extremely popular, especially here in northern Michigan. And you probably have seen some people out on East and West Bay doing some paddleboard yoga all summer long. I want to introduce Sarah Louisa now. She's actually one of the instructors at Yen Yoga and Fitness in Traverse City. Yen Yoga has been offering this all summer long. Yep. Sarah, thank you so much for waking up early with us this morning.
Sure. My pleasure.
Tell me a little bit about paddleboard yoga. We've seen people doing a lot of the paddleboarding out on the bay, but now we're incorporating a whole new thing to it. Is this something that's pretty new? Is it growing in popularity?
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at any beach, pretty much all over the country, people are starting to pick it up. Paddleboarding's been around for a really long time. It was an ancient Polynesian fishing method, and in the 40s and 50s, the Waikiki boys in Hawaii picked it up as a way to train on off days when the surf wasn't big.
Okay.
And then in the early 2000s, it was kind of like turned into its own thing, and it's been the biggest water sport across the world, growing in popularity, kind of leaps and bounds. And the yoga thing has kind of been a new incorporation, and it kind of just made sense. It's a really beautiful thing to do on flat water, and so it gave people who surfed on paddleboard something to do on flat water, and it became a really great way to kind of cross-train and to get really fit. Yoga on paddleboards is almost as much of a cardio workout as running is without the joint impact, and when you're doing it right and when you're using proper technique, you can really feel your core strong and your upper body strong, which are places that people, and particularly women, aren't very strong usually.
And one of the other instructors at Yen Yoga and Fitness is out there right now, Lara Ruddy, and she's one of the instructors that actually teaches this. What she's doing out there, is this something that you would see in a yoga studio, a lot of the positions that she is doing?
Yeah, pretty much, except for some complicated balancing postures, you can surprisingly just do just about everything on a paddleboard. It takes a little bit of practice, but in fact it makes your yoga practice on your yoga mat that much more beautiful and supported and inspired. You can't really cheat on a paddleboard. If you cheat and you don't use your core properly, you end up falling in. And so it helps you find muscle groups that you're not necessarily used to finding on a yoga mat in a studio. So I think it complements a yoga mat practice for sure.
And can people of all ages do this? What about all levels of yoga?
Yeah, it's been surprising. I've had women in my classes that are 15 to 55, even older. There's no, like I said, there's no joint impact, and so the risk of hurting yourself is really low. We take high precaution to make sure nobody falls in shallow water. We're all trained to understand and how to avoid the risks, so we do a little paddle talk at the beginning of the class to make sure everybody's comfortable. We do a little paddle board demonstration so people understand how to paddle properly and how to paddle safely. Yes, I'm pretty sure even people who aren't comfortable in a yoga studio would be comfortable on a paddleboard.
And I just want to quickly ask, how much longer is Yen Yoga in Traverse City offering paddleboard yoga for?
We have classes till the end of the month, so come on out. We're also going to be doing privates throughout the fall, so if you missed out or if you have a group or bachelorette party or something like that, we're available for private lessons.
Very fun. Excellent. Well, of course, Sarah Louisa, now one of the instructors at Yen Yoga and Fitness right on Front Street in Traverse City, joining us this morning. Stay with us, though. When we come back a little bit later, about 20 minutes from now, I'm actually going to get out there in the water. I'm going to try this myself. I've never done it. Wish me luck. Hopefully I don't fall in the water, but you'll see that coming up in just 20 minutes. For now, though, we are live at West End Beach in Traverse City. Melissa Smith, 7 and 4 News.